What's up, everybody? Some serious stuff going on in the world today, so let's talk about Bluehost. Alright, so in this Bluehost review, I want to cover basically the pros and cons of Bluehost. So I just wrapped up my online course. I have all the videos, I'm still editing and putting everything together, but it's going to be like this 10-hour video course to walk you through step 1 to step done about how to create a website, the process that I basically do to create a website that can make $1,000 or more a month. And in the course, I recommend Bluehost. And so why do I recommend Bluehost? What are the pros and cons? What are things I like and don't like? That's what I want to share with you in this video. And yes, there are cons. This is actually a review. I'm not some kid trying to make money with affiliate marketing and be like, they're the greatest hosts ever. There's no problem. There's nothing wrong with them. And so basically, in a nutshell, the pros of Bluehost that I like is that their interface is very user-friendly and very beginner-friendly. So if you've never had a hosting account before, Bluehost really does a good job about holding your hand and instructing you and guiding you about how to create a website and set everything up on the back end properly. And that's something I really like, and I actually found their support to be very helpful. When I ever had a question, I just tested out and sent them emails and sent them chat messages asking for just different support questions. And I also like that I had access to their user-friendly interface, and I also had access to cPanel, so I could have more granular control over aspects of my hosting account. I really like that. Now, and also the actual hosting itself is good. Like, it's fast, and I'm happy with that because I was able to quickly and easily edit and create my tutorial videos for YouTube with using Bluehost without an issue, because I've used other web hosts like HostGator, for example, and I found like HostGator could be fast at sometimes, then slow at other times, and it was quite frustrating to create a tutorial video with HostGator because sometimes I'm like, why is it taking so long to load? But Bluehost was no issue. Everything was just quick and fast. Now, are they the perfect host? No. So there are a couple cons. One, the upselling a little bit on the back end I didn't like. And then number 2, their add-on domain process I think needs to be vastly improved. There's a big critical mistake I think with that, and I'm going to cover that in this video. So if you're ready, let's jump into my laptop and begin. Welcome to Bluehost. This is basically what Bluehost looks like once you go through the process of signing up for a shared hosting account. Now, once you complete the sign up process and payment and all that good stuff, you're going to be presented with basically an onboarding process portal type setup. And this is like the first pro or con a little bit. So if you're kind of experienced with websites and you've already know how to create a WordPress website and you're just looking to get a web host, it could be a little bit annoying because I was finding myself clicking skip. It's like, I already know what I'm doing. Let me just get access to my account. So that's a good and bad thing. It's a good thing if you're brand new and you have no idea what you're doing. I like that onboarding process. If you know what you're doing, it could be a little bit annoying. But anyways, this page right here, very nice, very simple. So you have the option to go through this little checklist guide for your different website. Bluehost kind of holds your hand quite nicely and tells you like what to do next, different things that you could take care of, skip or recommended, and skip things you skipped and things you completed. Again, if you know what you're doing, this is completely useless, but if you're brand new, this is kind of a nice little thing to have taken care of. And so basically right here is where you can just manage your different sites quickly and easily, and then you can go here to add a new site. So the way it would set up, the way you would do it is that you have to add on a new domain name to your account, and then you go here, you add new site, then you can just install WordPress. Anyways, let's go to the next tab, My Sites. Now with My Sites, I have 2 domains installed. I have my domain name, that's my name, and then I have this chemistryofattraction.com that I own. And creating a website with Bluehost is wonderfully easy. So you just click this big blue button that says create site. Then here you can give the site name. Obviously this doesn't matter. Once you're logged into WordPress, you can always change this later. And so I just create blog and whatever. Now the one little con that I have is I don't understand why they would have this as the advanced tab, because most people would just go through this and they'll just click next. Because if you open up advanced, advanced is not advanced. Advanced is like, this is essential stuff that you want to take care of. The email address is basically, you want to be able to assign the email that you want to be associated with your website. So, if you ever forget your WordPress username or password and you need to request it, you want to know what email it's going to, and then you want to be able to set your username and you want to be able to set your password. Now, obviously, once you set WordPress up, it's easy to just log back in and change the password to whatever you want it to be. But again, with the username, you're kind of stuck with whatever Bluehost creates for you. So that's why I don't understand why this is advanced. I feel like this is kind of essential control over your site. But again, just a small thing. And then you click on next, and then here you go. And then you can select a domain name that you want to install WordPress on. It's literally that simple. And then you have these helpful free plugins, and that is it. And so I find this whole process quick and easy, and it's really nice because Bluehost will set your website up and they'll have everything be HTTPS. They'll take care of the SSL certificate, no problem. And if they don't take care of the SSL certificate, if there's for some reason there's an issue, you just contact support and they will take care of it quickly and easily, because that's what I had to do for this site, chemistryofattraction.com. When it was set up, it actually wasn't secure, and I just sent a quick email, and within 5 minutes that issue was resolved. And that is it. And so this whole process of creating a site is with a WordPress and Bluehost, very, very easy, very intuitive, and very user-friendly, and I really liked it. Now, the next is the marketplace. Pretty useless, in my opinion. It's kind of a form of affiliate marketing for Bluehost, where it's just kind of everything there. They push things out, not push things on you, but they have website themes, add-ons, professional services, get a domain name, featured products. It's a marketplace. You get, it's kind of thing where it's a little bit of a value add that Bluehost adds, and they get a kickback for offering specific things like, Office 365, domain protection, etc. So that's just a small thing to be aware of. But again, I kind of ignored the marketplace tab. Now, email and Office, this is a little not confusing, but the way they have it set up is like, oh, this is where I go to get my professional email, right? Yeah, this is where I go to set it up. And it's like, oh, no, it's basically an offer to sign up for Microsoft 365 or G Suite. These are both affiliate links for both of these respective products. And this could be a little bit confusing for new users, because new users don't realize that they can just click on the advanced tab, go into their cPanel, then navigate to their email, then just create an email for their domain that way. So some would think like, oh, this is the only way I can set it up. Just a small thing, but again, not a big deal, but just something to be aware of. And next is domains. And so now here it's like, these are the domain names on my account. So with a shared hosting account, you have unlimited websites. In order to take care of that, you just have to go to add domain, right? No. So you go to add domain name. What comes up is a domain search. So this is basically you're basically going to be registering a domain name through Bluehost if you do it this way. And so I don't recommend registering a domain name through Bluehost. I don't know why other YouTubers recommend this. Maybe it's because they're lazy or they think you can't understand how to set up name servers. I really have no idea. But it's like with Namecheap, you can get your domain names at $8.99 a year, and then it renews at $13 a year, which is pretty standard rates. But with Bluehost, you're going to be paying $20 a year for your domain name. So it's free for the first year, but then you're paying an inflated price, right? Like, so it's like, I don't understand that. And it's like, I would rather have my domain names at a domain name register, not a web host who registers a domain name on my behalf, and then I'm paying the web host and I'm paying the domain name register. That's insane. So I would never register a domain name through a web host personally. To actually add a domain name, it's very simple actually. You go here to assign, and then to assign a domain name, you just put in a domain name that is not already registered with your account. So you just put in like website.com. Literally, that's it. So if I just do this, like iCareHero, it's going to verify the domain name. And so iCareHero is not set up with Bluehost. And so it's what it'll do is it'll tell you basically this, where you have to set up the name servers. So just take these name servers, go to your domain name register, be it like Namecheap, GoDaddy, Google Sites, whatever, and then just update the name servers as needed, and then come back in 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then check back, and then the verification should work. Then you just come down here, make sure add-on domain is selected, and then you can create a new directory. You can call it whatever you want. So if I want to call it EH, and then I can call this EH, whatever. And then that is it, and then you just click on assign this domain name. Now, one annoying thing to be aware of is that Bluehost sometimes will not redirect the subdomain to the website. And so what I mean is, like, for a while I was actually able to access coa.davidyuki.com, and it was literally the same exact site as this, chemistryofattraction.com. And so that's a massive issue. And so in order to fix that small issue, you want to go to your redirects right here, All right, let's load up redirects. There we go. And so you want to have permanent 301, and then you want to go to where it says you want to go COA, and then what do you want to redirect it to? You want to redirect it to your domain, okay? So that means that when people try to access COA, which is your subdomain that you just created for your add-on domain name, it'll automatically redirect everyone to Chemistry of Attraction. The reason is because that prevents duplicate content. So leave it as redirect with or without www, and you want to make this a wildcard redirect. And then you just go ahead and add this redirect, and that's it. And so that'll prevent you from having basically your subdomain indexed and ranking for having content that's exactly the same as your website, your add-on domain. Now, sometimes I get this weird question from people who are like, I don't want it to be a subdomain. I don't want to set up a subdomain. Why do I? You have to, okay? This is the way cPanel works. And I didn't design it. Okay, that's just the way it works. All add-on domain names are actually a subdomain of the primary domain on the account. That's just the way it works. But the thing that I don't like about Bluehost is like they don't just automatically set up the redirect. I don't want people to be able to access coa.daviduki.com and then it's the same exact content as Chemistry of Attraction. And I was very annoyed contacting their Bluehost support about this. I was like, coa.daviduki.com is the same exact website as Chemistry of Attraction. Can you please make it so it's not available? And they had no idea what I was talking about, and they just kept giving me the runaround. I wasted 20 minutes. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna have to just go into the htaccess file myself and do sub 301 redirect. But luckily, like the support let me down. So I'm gonna ding them on that. Wasn't that impressed with that specific instance. They took care of the SSL certificate quickly and easily, but this specific issue they didn't take care of in a professional and efficient manner that I would have expected. But you know, Bluehost, from a user experience, this was lovely, wonderful. I can just come here, 301 redirect COA, redirect it to this, and then set up a wildcard redirect, and it's done. So I could do it myself. So I like that. So, you know, I gotta ding them on the support, but I was actually able to take care of it myself quickly and easily. And more importantly, is their hosting is good. Like their hosting is fast, and I emphasize this in the introduction for a reason, because there's no web host is perfect. And these are some cons I'm finding with them, but the core service. What do you want from a web host? You want your web host to be easy to manage your site, and you want your site to load quickly. All right, so now, anyways, here is the advanced tab, and I'm really happy that Bluehost has both of these. They have this simplified user interface to quickly find what you want, ideal for beginners. But then they also have a nice, more like not advanced. I don't know why you call it advanced, but this is just your standard cPanel. Basically, your advanced tab is just your standard cPanel, and so you basically have your file manager. You have your email accounts where you can set up a professional email for your website here, and then they have. Down here you have your different scripts. So if you want to install WordPress or Joomla, you want to install something else other than WordPress, you can come down here and navigate to what you want. And nothing special to mention here. It gives you statistics of your hosting account, and that's basically it. And so overall, I really like Bluehost. They have a couple things that could be taken care of. A couple things like they're not redirecting the subdomain to the actual domain when you add a domain. To me, that's a big issue. I mean, it's quickly and easily taken care of just by setting up the redirect, but that should already be taken care of. Like, I shouldn't have to do that. Like, you're basically submitting two pieces of content that are identical to search engines. You're having the subdomain and my actual website be completely available. Anyways. That's my main issue. And then a couple little things with like the affiliate marketing, as I mentioned. But all in all, for basically the #1 recommended web host for WordPress, I think they are still a fantastic choice, and I was quite impressed with the speed and service overall. A couple little issues I mentioned, but again, no web host is perfect. All right, that's it for this Bluehost review. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video. My name is David, website creativepro.com. Bye-bye.